Hello Deluxe humans and welcome back to yet another video. Of all the design tools out there, Figma has become my absolute favorite in recent months. There is so many things that you can do with it. I personally use it for UX design, web design, logo design, illustrations. Hell, I even planned a short film with Figma. But that's for another video. What makes Figma so great is not only that it runs on almost any computer through your web browser, but that you can enhance it with plugins. And there is a lot of them. The Figma community, which is creating and maintaining those plugins, has grown so much in recent years that it's actually quite hard to find and select the proper plugins. So here are 5 plugins which I wish I would have known when I started out with Figma in the first place. Number 1, Unsplash. So you might be familiar with the stock photo site Unsplash, a page that not only delivers amazing looking stock photos, but they are also free. For almost any topic that you can think of, there is a free Unsplash photo, which is actually quite good and doesn't look too much like classic stock photo sites. What I used to do is I used to go to unsplash.com, search for the term that I was looking for, scroll through the image library, and then just copied or downloaded the photo that I needed. But now there is the Unsplash plugin, and this makes it even easier to use Unsplash photos in your designs. Just select a shape or a component that you want to have the photo, open the Unsplash plugin, search for the photo that you need and select it. It will be downloaded from the Unsplash server on an instant and be placed in your design in no time. The Unsplash plugin is completely free and so cool to use. It saves me so much time, and this is probably one of my favorite plugins that I wish I would have known when I started out with Figma. Number 2, Mapsicle. So Mapsicle is probably the same thing but for maps. When I need to put a map or Google Maps, something like this, in a web design, I usually go to Google Maps, navigate to the place I want to, take a screenshot, hope that I don't have too much of the Google branding or unwanted locations nearby in my screenshot, and then I place it in my Figma design. But now there is the Mapsicle plugin. With the Mapsicle plugin, you do exactly that, just in the plugin. So you search for the location that you need to have the map from, you select size and zoom factor and all of these things, and then, because it's based on Mapbox, you can even adjust the look and feel of your map. How cool is that, right? Plugin number 3, Font Awesome Icons. So there are tons and tons of icon collections. Some are more playful, some have really cool colors, some are very specific. But the hardest part is to find icons that work together and look like they are made from the same family. Enter Font Awesome Icons. So you might be familiar with Font Awesome as a very universal icon collection that you can also use on websites. And now there's a Figma plugin for that. Just open the plugin, search for the icon you need and drag and drop it or insert it into your design. The cool thing about Font Awesome Icons is that you don't need to actually export them as an asset later, but you can just tell your web developer which icon you are using and they can use whatever embed method they prefer best. Plugin number 4, Image Palette. So finding good colors can be hard, especially if you are doing a photo heavy design where the color scheme has to somehow match your photos. Enter Image Palette. This plugin will pull the colors from your photo and add them to your design. So Image Palette will create a color palette that works with the photo you selected and helps you create a better and more consistent design. When you add the colors that you created with Image Palette, you can use them globally in your design and make your design process so much faster and so much more consistent. I usually use Image Palette as a starting point to discover colors and then tweak them a little bit to my liking. Text colors will be a bit darker, or a highlight color that will get a little more saturation. You will find your way with the color palette that comes out of Image Palette. Plugin number 5. Logo Creator. So I do logo design for a living, which means I create logos from scratch, I conceptualize them, and usually there goes a lot of thought into the creation of a good logo, of a good signet or a word mark. But sometimes you just need a quick logo, something that can work as a stand-in or that inspires you to create your own logo. Now this is where the plugin Logo Creator comes in handy. Logo Creator comes with over 300 logos that you can use in your designs as stand-ins or as placeholders. Most of them are executed really well and can be adjusted to your needs. Even though Logo Creator is probably not the most creative way of creating logos, it definitely is the fastest and gives you a good kickstart for your design. Bonus plugin. So I know I said we're going to do 5 plugins today, but actually I have an extra plugin which I think you should know about. And this one's called Brandfetch. Sometimes you don't need to create your own logo, but you need a logo from a prominent brand. For example, a brand that you are working with, or a reference brand that you need to use, like Facebook, Adidas, Microsoft, Mercedes, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Now, Googling those logos can give you mixed results. Sometimes the quality is just not right, or sometimes it's missing this transparent background which you really need for your design. Enter Brandfetch. Search for the brand that you are looking for and drag and drop the logo or brand asset that you need into your design. Brandfetch will help you to stay consistent with the corporate design of the brand that you are working with, and it will save you so much time. I hope you like these 6 plugins which I just shared with you. I hope they will enhance your Figma workflow and will save you so much time. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any other plugins which you are using to enhance your Figma workflow. And then I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye.